and just like modular, I think it's part of the solution. And I do feel, there are going to be homeowners that are definitely open to it. And while others aren't, because it's their backyard, it's their private space, right? So
Yeah,
you build
absolutely.
it, if it's not going to be their man cave or, just kind of where they, visiting family members get to stay, right? Like, I think the intent is, okay, well, no, create units, rent them out. LA also has an accelerator for renting it out for senior citizens, right? So basically they have a model where if you apply to this accelerator and you get approved, we'll pay you a set lease amount for that studio, 1 or 2 bedroom that you can earn as long as you house people on our list of, approved residents. And so, but how many people are actually open to that and stuff, we'll see. You're right. I get what your
Ye-
perspective is on that, but it's not going to be a full solution. It'll be
Yeah,
part.
but I do think that, you look at the cost of housing and there's this chart, I think it's from Zonda, one of these companies that has essentially the average American income, what it takes in that city to buy an average home. And it's like in LA, I think it's like 40 years. It's like 30 years in Seattle. And you just think about also like kind of millennial parents and this kind of, I think there is an opportunity to look at this kind of multi-generational lots. And
Yeah.
I think that, ADUs kind of give that space that people kind of need to, move in together later on in life, or come back home and kind of give everybody to where it's just that right amount. And I think that that's, to me, that's a kind of a brighter future than pitching people renting out their backyard to strangers.
Yeah.
I hope that in some instances there are going to be some beautiful stories of that kind of working out for everybody.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. You'll see. We're just it's a cultural thing here.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cultural, and it's so neighborhood specific that it's hard to kind of like put like a template for every neighborhood and every house to follow, right? I think they're going to capture their own story. There was a competition in Los Angeles that were like, okay, what can we do with like ADUs and, corner lots, right? Is there any way we can incorporate like a small business and it's environmentally friendly and it's, right, like all of that. And a few of the winners had some great ideas, but it kind of feels like how families were living in neighborhoods years ago, generations ago, right? Where there's kind of this, everyone knows each other. They're more communal, if that makes sense, without it being an official HOA, where there's some commerce in between here. Is there a store or a grocery or something that is shared amongst everybody? So everyone's having these ideas, and I think it's great, but again, it's going to be very neighborhood specific. Certain neighborhoods will catch on, certain ones won't, right? For various reasons. But I love that the solutions are being pushed out there, at least because, again, we can't just keep going and moving forward the way we are, right? So,
Yeah, it's interesting. We got to this place where, communities became hyper sort of planning, right? Like the city is going to decide what happens here sort of after the fact, after these neighborhoods have been built out.
yeah.
Okay, let's establish some rules. And now we're kind of getting this place where they're almost designing ways to break the rules. And we'll see what happens. Maybe they take just certain blocks and they just say, let's see what happens. Let's see what people put up, because that's kind of in the areas that a lot of these tests are happening, in the parts of the cities that they're allowing some of these like community developments or townhomes to break height elevations and things. That's kind of what's happening. I think we'll see where the city really kind of decide. They're going to be the ones who determine if it's successful or not.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. And again, we're based out of land use, so it's a lot of local politics come into play, and there are just some like silly overlays that shouldn't be there, but it's so difficult to get them out of the specific plans of these municipalities and jurisdictions.